Yo guys, what's up and welcome to some more World Series 2018. I won't bore you too much with the bracket. I just thought I'd show you who we're going to be watching today. We're going to see Freestyler against Marlboro Red, so it's on the top side of the bracket. The games we've already seen. We've seen Curious beat Bowser 4-1, I believe. We've got Curious going through to the game, to the round there, and we've got Peter beating Jeremy B, also 4-1, going through to there. So the round before the quarterfinals. This time, like I said, we've got Freestyler against Marlboro Red. Marlboro Red is a guy called Daniel, who sometimes you'll see in the chat and my stream and stuff like that, and around on game replays and online. So without further ado, let's jump into these games and see who's going to win this one. Okay, so jumping into the first game, we got Super Weapon in the south for Freestyler. We're back on Tournament Desert. He's in the green color, and in the north we've got Marlboro Red. This is an amazing start from Marlboro Red because it's random games, random only. You don't have to reverse these armies, so as long as Marlboro Red is completely on point and just defends this any aggression from Freestyler, this should be a nice quick 1-0. I'm just going to quickly sort my game speed out there. I like to have the scroll speed on full. For anyone who ever asked me, I always have the scroll speed for the game on full. I have my mouse on like normal sensitivities, just so I can scroll around the map nice and quick like that. So we've got Freestyler actually going for 2 supplies and a dozer drop, probably going to be seeing an EMP. I imagine he's going to be making a barracks here and trying to do an infantry drop with this next one. In the meantime, Marlboro Red has gone for, which I believe is a cigarette brand. I don't smoke or anything, but I think it's Marlboro is a cigarette brand, and I'm not sure what type of cigarette the Red are. I don't know if they're extra bad for you or something like that. I think my friend smokes Marlboro Gold, if that's such a thing. We've got Freestyler going for a EMP on the right hand side. Probably going to get up because I don't think Marlboro Red has even spotted it or got anything to defend it if he does spot it. In the meantime, Marlboro has dropped off some units and scared Freestyler away, so Freestyler is now forced to collect from the center. Freestyler actually playing this really good. Freestyler, by the way, is a really good player if you've not noticed already from when I've played him or from any other games we've watched or you've watched. In my opinion, Freestyler is a really good player. So Marlboro Red is, although he's got the better army, is really up against it here because he's against a tough player. It's a tough first round for sure. I don't think some people say Freestyler isn't that good and whatever, but I'm one of the people that will say he is good and definitely a force to be reckoned with in the first round. Marlboro Red is actually losing their Chinook there. Freestyler actually playing really good. He's dropped off some infantry here. Those are probably going to be going down. Probably going to be laser locking the Chinooks as well, even though they've got the point defense lasers. Oh, is the V going to go down or not? I think he's got enough to defend it. Yeah, he's got the 2-point defense lasers there. It's enough to defend. He did take a little bit of damage on the V, but the V is really going to survive, and now the Chinooks are going to collect. It's a little bit of a mistake there from Marlboro Red. Those Chinooks have already collected some supplies, so you can actually just click there and drop them off rather than going to collect again and wasting more and more time. Freestyler in the meantime has made a power over in the top right. Don't know if that's the right thing to do because any unit can just come here and just kind of chip away at that and kill that power nice and easily. Marlboro Red is now under a little bit of pressure because he's on 1 supply against 2 supplies, but he does have the stronger armies. Let's see what happens. Freestyler now on quite a few Chinooks actually, and if that V goes down, it was actually really good for him, but the V does go through. Chinook being laser locked. 1 Chinook going down, but Freestyler does have 3 Chinooks. A little bit crazy, but he does have 3. This V is actually going to be a bit of a nuisance in the back. It's going to go in the way of the EMP, and the 2 missile defenders are going to laser lock that. That dozer is really low, and I think that's his last one in his base. The other one is way over here. In the meantime, oh, the V is going to go in the way of the EMP, and the EMP is going to take it out. That's really unfortunate. To be honest, even if he had killed that power, it doesn't make any difference because there's another power up here, and I don't think Marlboro Red is doing anything to kill it. In the meantime, Marlboro Red is now on 2 supplies. Freestyler is now going for the oils. Freestyler is playing pretty good and actually probably in a better position, I would say, game-wise, but Marlboro Red still has a stronger army, so it's still going to be a close one to call, to be honest. Freestyler is a really good player though, so letting him get on both oils, which he is doing, letting him have an EMP in your base and be collecting from 3 Chinooks, which I think is what he's doing, is not a good idea for anyone, to be honest. it's going to be difficult for anyone to fight against. In the meantime, Freestyler is dropping off some missile defenders. Those are going to quickly go down. Don't know if that was Marlboro Red's last dozer or not. No, he's still got one over here. The Chinooks are going to be chased away, and that supply center is going down. 1v by itself is not enough to clear this up. Even if you put the 2 Chinooks over there again, they have to be perfectly in the right place to stop all of these bullets going through and killing that V. Weren't in the right place, and actually before that the Chinooks are taking damage too. V's going down. I think the Chinooks will just survive now, but that's actually going to go to 50%. I think it's 50% speed, which is going to reduce the collection time again. Not to mention he's already been harassed and they've been out of position not collecting. Meanwhile, Freestyler is now on 2 oils, which is I think they get 200 every 12 seconds from each oil. That oil, I say, actually, as I say that, has died. Marlboro Red actually going forward with this V. It's got 4 missile defenders in there. He's actually collecting from the center and from this left hand side, but that one is collecting slow, so he's a little bit harassed and not collecting as fast as he should be. But still, Freestyler is just playing really, really well. These missile defenders here now should just laser lock that one, because you can kill that one so easy. That Chinook should go down, unless it can run away just in time. Chinook does go down just. Another Chinook going down. Actually really good from Marlboro Red there. 2 Chinooks going down. That's a cost of almost 2,000. Freestyler does have the oil though, and he is on another supply as well. Does have 3 Chinooks still. Thing is, if Marlboro Red loses this game, what that does to his morale and his mindset from that point is not going to be good at all. Not only is it just the first game, but also because of the armies. Marlboro Red is expected to win this because of the armies. He should be winning this, but Freestyler is a strong player, so yeah, if you go into the games with an air versus a super weapon general like this, which is probably the most imbalanced matchup in the whole game, you could argue. It's not going to do much for his morale if he does lose it, but it's going to turn into a close game no matter what. V's coming down the left hand side. That V's taking a little bit of damage. The oil is going to be taken out, which is the second oil for Freestyler to be taken out. Freestyler actually now making another EMP on the right hand side, which means this whole left hand side is the only way that Marlboro Red is going to be able to get into the base. 1V is going to be laser locked. I think he's going to escape though, and I don't think any of them are going to go so low that their speed gets reduced either. In the center we've got V's versus V's for both players, not for anyone. There's V's versus V's. Dozer going down for Marlboro Red. That's his last dozer, and Marlboro Red actually just quits. A little bit weird. He actually started loads of V's there, but I think it's mainly that in his base, Freestyler in his base. That can't be doing much for his morale. Freestyler is playing really good as expected, just nice and solid, and closed out those games. See, he collected loads more money. Actually, he killed a few more units, but he constructed loads more buildings. Usually this doesn't mean too much. Usually it's the units destroyed and units lost, but you can't tell that much from there. But Freestyler just played really well, got the weaker army and managed to pull it off. So well played to Freestyler. Jumping into the second game then, we've got Freestyler in the south and Gorge Drought. I don't know if it's a set. No, it's not a set map, is it? It's not. It's the loser picks, I think. So we've got Freestyler in the south with Tox, in the south with green colour. In the north we've got Marlboro Red. No observers. It's Tox Mirror. He's actually in the blue in the north. So yeah, Tox Mirror. Marlboro Red going for a fast barracks forward. Freestyler going for a fake barracks. Also facing the kind of the middle of the map. I imagine Freestyler's probably going to be doing a fast terror attack. So it looks like he's making a rebel, and I don't know if he's going to be going on this right hand side to try and clear out these bunkers or not, or if he's going to be going for fast oil or refinery capture. I'm not sure, but he's actually going for a tunnel in the center. I think he's going to be going for a technical and using the rebel with a technical. Actually, that's a really good defense against any enemy terror attack, isn't it? Because as soon as he unloads his terrorists, as long as you've got a technical there with a rebel inside of it, As soon as you pop that open, it's going to be really good defense against the terrorist. Little tip for you there if you want to try and defend against terror attacks. So Freestyler is going to be nice and aggressive with his first technical. He's going to try and take out the barracks. Marlboro Red, we've got no tunnel in his main base. On the left hand side he's only collecting with 4 workers. On the right hand side he's only collecting with 4 workers as well. Technical is out a little bit late to do anything though, because already the technical has already killed the barracks. Actually that's going to vet up, so I think Elite or Heroic is on level 3. Loads of workers going down. Actually this is what I don't like people to do on this map. Spread yourself so thin by going 3 supplies. You not have enough to defend against it. So if you're playing against an aggressive player like Freestyler is, he actually he told me he likes to play aggressive, and you can see that in his gameplay that he likes to play aggressive. If you go in 3 supplies, especially when you're probably considered the weaker player, because Freestyler is just probably one of the higher level tier 2 players at the moment, and aggressive, you don't want to be spreading yourself thin like this. You're just going to be losing workers. So it's alright having, you've got 3 supplies, but you can't defend your workers collecting, and all this tech has to do is just go in, run over a lot of workers, and that just costs like 1,000. If you kill 5 workers, that's 1,000. In the meantime, Freestyler just completely being aggressive. Has only got a few technicals, and just Marlboro Red is not able to do anything just because he spread himself so thin by trying to go for 3 supplies. What I actually prefer to is go 2 supplies, defend them well, and do a little bit of aggression yourself, and then do a fast 3rd supply after that. Don't do a fast 3rd supply straight away. So if Marlboro Red is watching, that's probably what I'd recommend. But really quick game, probably the quickest game we've seen so far, 3 minutes and 10. Freestyler closes that out, 11 units destroyed against 3. Can't really tell much from that, but Marlboro Red just tried to be too greedy, I think, in that game. Okay, so welcome to another one of my favourite maps, actually. We got Melting Snow. We've got a car in the centre there, which is going to be captured by terrorists. As we can see, we've got a GLA on the map. We've got Freestyler in the top left with GLA Toxin again. And the bottom right, we've got Marlboro Red with a weaker army, you could say, this time. So far, they've had fair armies in the second game. In the first game, Marlboro Red had was it air against super weapons, that was considered massively in his favour. And now, for the first time, Marlboro Red has actually got the weaker army. So this is not looking good for him. Army-wise, Tox should be winning this game all day, no matter who's playing this game, really. But Freestyler being aggressive is probably... as I said, probably going to try and close this game out nice and early. I don't really like that placement of the EMP, because that EMP can reach to up to like there, but of course no units can pass there. So what you want to do is probably move the EMP more over here, and then allow it to finish its range there. But saying that, actually, because he's done it so far away, he's probably going to finish the EMP. Maybe not, actually. The technical... Oh, sorry, the terror car is actually just going to kill it. Actually, there's a little secret on this map. That coach there, you can actually get with terrorists as well. And one of these things here, it might be that. Maybe it's that. One of these things here you can get with the terrorists as well. Not a lot of people know that. It might be that one, actually. But yeah, that coach... They all go about the same speed, I think. That's just a little bit big and chunky. But those are going down with the EMP, not very good. Actually, if you'd started building it straight away like here, it probably would have finished. In the meantime, Freestyler coming forward, being aggressive, exactly as I said. That Chinook is already going to go low. This is already enough damage. Even if that gets completely cleared up, that's already low. It's going to be collecting really, really slowly. Did miss this, but in the meantime, we've got an ambulance on this left-hand side. It's going to go down to the technical, but not before it takes out... I think it's taking about 3 or 4 workers out there. In the meantime, V's gone down. It costs 850 from Marlboro Red. We've got a tunnel going up for him as well. I don't know if Marlboro Red has spotted it. I think he has. But it's just going to go down just in time. But more technical is going to come. Marlboro Red not paying attention here. Even if he runs away now as fast as he can, it's still going to go down to the technicals. Freestyler just playing really, really well, just keeping up the aggression. Marlboro Red really had to be 100% perfect if he's going to be winning this game against a guy like Freestyler. It's hard to do, and it's going to be hard for any player. See how Freestyler's splitting up his terrorists. Actually made sure that he killed that war factory, unlike we've seen in a previous game where terrorists have died. I think it was Was it the Jeremy B game when he was trying to kill? I can't remember who he was playing. He was trying to kill Peter. When he's trying to kill the supply in the bottom left and gorged her out. Terrorists just killed themselves. In the meantime, this tunnel is now finished. Worker has come to finish it off. It was on 80%. It's looking real bad for Marlboro Red. There's probably no way he's going to win unless he just does something like build an EMP in his base to defend, and then just pushes and be really aggressive and try and take out the enemy war factory. Or arms dealer rather. That's the only way you're going to be winning. Freestyler just playing really solid, and Marlboro Red just getting torn apart by the better player in this instance and by the better army as well. So yeah, well played by Freestyler. He's on a roll. It takes him to 3-0. Okay, so now we're on natural threats. This time we've got Freestyler in the south with USA, Vanilla, and in the north we've got Marlboro Red with Tank. I actually don't mind having Tank in this, so I would probably say, what would I rather have? I probably would rather have Tank. To be honest, yeah, I probably would rather have Tank. USA is going to have to play really decent here because the Tank can just make 2 supplies in this map. You've got your 2 supplies there, and then just make 2 war factories, spamming Gats. They're worth 700. They're Vet 1. They're really strong. You can just be sending them down the flanks on this map. Sending them down the flanks, just parking them there. It's going to be really hard for USA to defend against everywhere. Never mind through the center as well. And in the meantime, Tank wants to be, well, whilst he's pumping out the Gats, he wants to be teching up and going propaganda center. But what Freestyler wants to be doing is making these Crusaders and probably a fire base over here somewhere, maybe a Patriot missile. If you're feeling ambitious, does use power though, so a fire base doesn't use any power, so even if your power goes down, the fire base can still be used. On this map we've got 3 oils, so we've got that oil, we've got that oil that's kind of shared, and we've got that oil. So that one there and that one there are kind of for the opposing players. So on this right hand side we've got Freestyler taking the V, going to take that garrison. Marlboro Red pushing forward with his Gat. That supply doesn't look perfect. This left one does look perfect, although it's not quite yet. Maybe the trucks need to rearrange themselves. But in the meantime, we've got a V probably going down. Yeah, the V's going down. It had a Hellfire as well, so that V was worth, I think, 1200 because of the Hellfire. The Gat is going to go down though, but we've got another Gat over here. The Dozer is taking the damage. Of course, it's not going to do much damage to the Dozer because the Dozer's got loads of armor against the Gat. Freestyler now probably wants to be thinking about getting fire bases up, maybe a Crusader. In the meantime, Marlboro Red has sent a outpost forward. I don't think he even killed the drone, so not garrisoning anything, and also just sending it to his death is not really not really a good thing for the outpost. Complete waste of money if you ask me. I would have preferred to make Gats, and also he needs to be sending more and more Gats down the flanks as well, and trying to sneak in and trying to kill some of these Chinooks. If you're not going to be doing that, then it's going to be really hard. On this right hand side it's going to be hard anyway because you've got this bunker and this bunker, which is why you want to be doing a flamer. Marlboro Red now going for a propaganda center. Feels like he's not done enough damage straight away though. Freestyler is just really playing this nice and solid. I wouldn't even say Freestyler is playing like amazing. He's just doing a normal good job for a USA. But Marlboro Red is just not playing good enough to cause the damage. He needs to be getting like a Gat like down here and parked there and doing a little bit of damage and getting tucked in the back of there and forcing the V's to deal with that while you send more Gats forward. Where's the troop crawlers? Where's the flamer clearing out that? Even you can mix the flamers in with this because the V's then have to try and deal with that. The flamers have obviously got loads of armor against rocket attacks, which makes them hard to deal with. So we've got a propaganda center going up, we've got more Gats going forward, but these Gats have been taken apart, but there is no ECMs in the mix, so you kind of want to wait for your ECMs before you attack with this many Gats, because the Gats are just going to be continually taken down. That one needs to be sent back, that one needs to be sent back, because they're just they only need like one tap from a rocket each, and they're all going to be taken out. This is a complete waste of Gats from Marlboro Red. All of them are going to go down. We've only got one left. I'm not even sure what it was attacking. I think it was attacking a drone, which is not what you want to be doing. See that drone there is worth 100, and the drone's got taken out. Now there's not enough GATs. There's only ECMs left, but there's no GATs to deal any damage. So this is really, really bad for Marlboro Red. Looking really bad, and Marlboro Red knows it, quits out GG,
victorious.
and Freestyler's going to take it. So I think that was the quickest games of the series that I've watched so far. Freestyler just playing just really, not amazingly, but just playing nice and solid, not taking any silly damage or anything like that. Just completely kind of outclassing Marlboro Red there. And as you can see, units destroyed 19, destroyed for Marlboro Red 6. Not much difference in the money, but it's quite a quick game again. Only 4 minutes 51, a relatively quick game. So yeah, Freestyler will go through to the next round. So GG, cheers for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.